You're only working on it for guys that aren't the best in the world. The best guy in the world is, yes?
All right, Travis. So one of the most asked questions lately have been is how do you get your wrist stronger? How anything to do with wrist, right? And you have your own opinion, right? And we have Jim here right now. So can you show us what, in your opinion, builds the strongest wrist faster,
No
better, stronger,
so
all of those things?
Just know that if you connect stuff to your wrist, right, in order to keep it on your wrist, you are going to have to curl, cup, whatever you want to call it, pronate, whatever the deal is. So if you want your wrist to get strong, you take, when you do your pull-ups, right, you do them like this, right? You put your hand inside there, both straps, we had them both here. We took one of them off for Artem. So you take your fist and you put them in there, you do your pull-ups like this. You got it? When you do your back pressure, you do your back pressure with this strap hooked to this fist, right? And right away, that little wrist curl is going to happen. And eventually, and then, whenever you get over here to these rings, you do your pull-ups. Look at the grip. See the grip? Now I should be able to do a pull-up without my fingers even having to go around here. This is a false grip. Do you see one common theme with the false grip, Artem? The wrist curl, right? So just know that your wrist will be strong if you always put it in positions where it is curled, right? And you're in the false grip and you're not using your fingers. Tip of the day.
Does that changes for anybody as the hooker, top roller, any of those things?
Does not matter, yeah.
So you just...
The goal is that you don't want your wrist taken back unless you don't want it back, right? Even the guy who's the presser really doesn't want it back. He'd rather be in like Jerry Cadorette and Gennady would rather be in a hook and behind pressing that thing. But because of the top roll, that's how their hand has gotten taken. All we want is to not get our hand taken by top rollers. I can tell you, your hand can only be taken if you are placing your fingers as a way of not getting it taken, right? Take your fingers out of the equation. Learn to false grip and hold stuff in the palm of your hand that will lead to any pressure forcing a wrist curl and not a inverted hand. Okay, that's the deal. And I know it's probably complicated because you guys are retarded, but to me, it's just basic, easy. If you want to arm wrestle, your first step is you must understand and master the false grip. Don't ask me another question about it. Don't ask me another question about hand and wrist strength. It's all false grip. Once you have a false grip, your hand can't get taken. Now, you might want to change your grip and go to, you might rather the person top rolled you because you've done all that good stuff that I said to force that cupping wrist curl, but guess what? You can't beat him in a cupped wrist curl because sometimes he's got a cupped wrist curl too. So the science is who's better in what lane and can I stop him from getting that lane? One great way to have a lot of flexibility, once again, is you must master the knowledge of a set grip. And trust me, it is not hard. Any CrossFit gym, get these rings right here, right? Those rings, and you will not, if you can just put your hand in the rings without putting your fingers down, and you can do a pull-up, even apply pressure, you are applying it in a false grip. It's the first technique, and in the YouTube, can't be hard to figure it out. So without knowing that, we almost can't go to round 2, to chapter 2. Right? Get the false grip right away. How'd you do? Good job, Alan. What was our time? You didn't damn timer. Fucking kids. Yeah, that's it, man. Step 1, false grip, Artem. Like, why would we even go anywhere from that? Why don't you, son, go to YouTube, put in false grip, Artem, and play this video, and then immediately play the false grip tutorial. Because once we get them there, no one will ever do a wrist curl again. No one will ever work on their finger strength again. Because it's pointless. You're only working on it for guys that aren't the best in the world. The best guy in the world is, listen, you gotta have your fingers and hands ready. Come on, Val, let's show them what's up. Lefty. Lefty. Yeah, you know you're lefty. Them hands up. Ready, go. Drop your butt, drop your butt, drop your butt, get down, get down, get down, get down. Weak.